Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. As you're probably aware by now, Anthony Joshua is scheduled to fight Francis Ngannou. Is it the 8th or the 9th of March? I said the 8th, and someone in my comment section said, no, it's the 9th. But then I checked, and it said in a couple of the articles that were printed, it's the 8th. But whenever it is, it's in March anyway, second week of March. And of course, we know about Ngannou now, don't we, because of what he did against Fury. I've nothing but respect for Francis Ngannou. Had he beaten Tyson Fury, I would have said it was at least as big an upset as Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson. You can argue that it was even more so because Ngannou had never had a professional boxing match, whereas Fury is the WBC heavyweight champ, and he so nearly did it. I do think Fury won that fight, definitely, but magnificent performance by Ngannou. So I'm loath to say, he doesn't have a hope against Joshua. Of course he does. He has a hope, a chance, just as he had a chance against Fury. It's just that most of us thought it was so distant, you could barely see it. I think people, once bitten, twice shy, they're going to now be saying, okay, this guy can beat Joshua. Because when you consider that Ngannou is so physically strong and did show some good basic boxing skills against Fury, he apparently has some boxing training from very early on in before he went to UFC. Look, I don't know much about this guy. When it comes to mixed martial arts, I am a novice, an absolute casual, as they say. But yeah, his ability, his boxing ability, the basics was pretty decent against Fury. Let's be honest here. So that's one thing, but of course, taking on a Joshua, especially one that's coming off a confidence-building, very good victory over Otto Wallin, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it, really? Now, if Ngannou has a chance, is that it might lie in the fact that Joshua, there is still a question mark over his psyche, his psychology, and so on. Joshua, if he's confident, will outbox Ngannou. If he's prepared to, even ride out a few little minor crises, he'll beat Ngannou. Ngannou hits hard. We all know that. He's a very, very hard puncher. But if Joshua just sticks to the boxing skills, bang, bang with the jab, big right crosses, he can effectively do to Ngannou what Daniel Dubois did to Big Baby Miller. Slightly different, but similar, same ball court, same category, and just beat him up. And it's got 10 rounds to get his work done and then stop him. Or at the very least, win, every round. I mean, if Ngannou goes the distance in this one, he'll be 0-2, but you still fancy him to beat, certain heavyweights who are in the top 30 or, maybe even the top 20, I don't know. But no, I only see one winner. Provided, whenever I make a prediction, I assume that they're both going to be at their optimum, physical and mental, their physical and mental level, the optimum level needed. I never assume that someone's going to be injured. I never assume that someone is going to necessarily be below par. Of course, sometimes they are. I would never have thought that Wilder would give such a dreadful performance against Joseph Parker, but he did. It's the manner in which he lost that fight that is so shocking to me, not the fact that Parker beat him. But I do see Joshua dominating. I don't see him as being psychologically on the rack against Ngannou. He's going to go in there with confidence. He's going to go in there with knowing that he can easily outbox Ngannou, and as long as he avoids one big wallop and doesn't get greedy, and if he does start to dominate, doesn't stand right in front of Ngannou and get caught with a counter like Fury did, or a Hail Mary punch, Joshua should win this fight pretty easily. My immediate reaction is he wins it by stoppage, but you never know, do you? Ngannou against Fury. I can't get that out of my head. I was so amazed by that fight. I think a lot of people were. But yeah, what do you think? It's quite extraordinary that a man with a 0-1 record can be ranked in the top 10 by the WBC. But that's Mauricio Suleiman for you. I don't know whether he's as bad as his dad or if he's even bloody worse. But yeah, WBC do some very peculiar things, don't they? So I guess you could say this is this is a sort of eliminator for the WBC title. It's ridiculous, isn't it, really? But I think I think Joshua. I think this is Joshua's to lose without a shadow of a doubt. But I have great respect for Ngannou. Do you think he's got a chance? Obviously, leave your comments. I'll have a read of them. And yeah, like I always say, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And yeah, it's food for thought, this one. I have to have a good old think about this one. A good old think indeed. Anyway, comments below. Like I say, thanks a lot for your time, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.